is Dee Hutchins. I live in Hodgenville, Kentucky. I'm currently a social studies department chair at LaRue County High School. I'm a part-time college professor of history at Campbellsville University. I am truly building a business part-time inside Zija International. I've been married to my wife, Sharon, who's from Campbellsville, Kentucky. My father actually introduced us. We've been married now for 20 years. We have 2 children. We have a daughter, Allison, she's 15, and have a son, Andrew, who's 13. One of the things that I would like to continue to be able to do is to be able to do things with my children when we travel and run around here in the neighborhood and whatever activities we get involved in. I want to continue to do that into my 50s and my 60s and as long as I can do it. I'm pushing 50. I really don't like the idea of not being able to be active. And so I'm very adamant about taking care of myself. My favorite products would have to be the nutritionals. And really, if it wasn't for the nutritionals, I wouldn't be involved in this. When I got involved, that was all there was simply a can called the Smart Drink. And I'm proud to say that every day my wife and children and I drink life in by using our nutritionals. I've met people all across the state and even the country that have been impacted by what's sitting here in the refrigerator. The thing that just continually drives me is when I meet people who have been physically impacted by our products, people who have lost a lot of weight, people who have literally been changed physically because of using our nutritionals. And to me, that is very inspirational. I've had a lot of great experiences with coaching. It's one of the reasons I feel like I've been able to have some success in this business. You have to deal with people, and you have to be able to not let little things bother you and keep moving towards your goals. Without basketball, I would never have met Mr. Johnny Green. This is a picture of one of my teams at Lee County, and this particular gentleman right here is Johnny Green. And many years later, Johnny Green was the person who actually introduced me to Zija. It was actually in this living room that Zija began in Kentucky. Johnny was coming to Kentucky, decided to bring some product up. We talked, and before we knew it, about 3 hours had gone by. Chris Estes, in this living room, decided he wanted to do the business. I was a little more skeptical, and so I passed on that. And Johnny gave me enough product to use my wife and I for about a month. And after a month, I enrolled as a customer underneath Chris Estes. And now at this point, it's kind of funny to look back and think that about 1/3 of the company worldwide started right here in this living room. Prior to Zija being introduced to me, I didn't know anything about this industry really. I'd heard what network marketing, heard the names network marketing. I thought I knew what it was, but I really didn't. Like a lot of things in life, you know, a lot of people think they're experts on things and can make decisions, and I was making a decision to not do this business because I thought it was something that people did that couldn't make it in a real job, and I had real jobs. As I started to look into the industry, I was quite surprised. In fact, I felt cheated in a way, because here I am, a middle-aged person, learning about something and from a student, a former student of mine, and I could have really gone my entire life and never even known this kind of opportunity existed. And so how different my life is in the last 4 years because of this opportunity is really beyond belief. Now, this is a picture of my mother and father. Her name is Alice, and this is Delynn. And I really have to thank my parents a lot for the person that I am today. I learned a lot from my mother, and one of the main things that I've taken from her is perseverance. My father was an alcoholic for 30 years, and things were rough on my mom. I commend my mother for sticking with my father through a lot of tough times. Around the late 80s, he decided to get off of alcohol. I learned that you can't control people, that people have to decide on their own what they want to do and the directions they want to go, and no matter how much that you want it for someone, how much you care about them, they have to want it. Both of those lessons are vital as far as, again, me having success inside Zija International. This is the birthplace of Abraham Lincoln. In reading about him, I have taken a lot of things from his life that have helped me personally. One of the things that I read regularly that comes from Abraham Lincoln is this: I will greet each day with a forgiving spirit. Forgiveness is a secret that is hidden in plain sight. It costs nothing and is worth millions. It is available to everyone and used by few. If you harness the power of forgiveness, you will be sought after and regarded highly. And not coincidentally, you will also be forgiven by others. Zija is very unique in that the products work and we don't have to go out and be something that we're really not. You can simply be yourself and share a great product line with people.